Okay. So I am able to record this. Awesome. Okay, so as I said, I'm gonna pull 3 cards for you. One for past, one for present, one for future. And then after that I'm gonna pull 4 cards for relationships, health, happiness, career, and finance. Okay, dear?
Okay.
All right.
She's looking at you on the big screen. That's why I look like that.
Oh, okay. I was like,
Oh. Crazy, yeah.
No, I was like, why won't you look at me? But like, you can't look at me. I'm kidding. I wasn't like that. Okay, so for the past, I do have the Page of Wands, which has more to do with like someone, being like really free spirited, like really wanting to like always leave and always kind of like travel and just, really didn't get the chance. And I think that there were times that like, I think there were times where you were places you didn't want to be, but I definitely do feel like, you have like at least a bucket list, to this day of like places that you need to go to because it's like important to you to like really take that journey and really go. And I just see you as being like a very like busy person in terms of like just wanting to kind of be everywhere and just try and be in the moment, but also like be present within yourself. I am saying, however, that like you're about to start a big journey. Either you're going somewhere or you're starting like something new. I think it might be school. It might be something that like really ties you down, and that might be kind of scary for you. But I do have the Fool card facing towards you, which shows me that whatever you're about to get into, you have no expectations. You have no idea what's going to happen. But I think that you have to go into it with an open mind. And I think you should know that like keeping a positive demeanor is like the best thing when going into this field, because I definitely do see that it can be hard to like really create a good relationship with people if you don't allow yourself to be vulnerable. And I get that it's kind of scared to like tell people like the true things about you, or the parts of you that are kind of more vulnerable than others. But I do see that I see that this is more of a search for a person more so than like personal clarity. I think that like right now you might be in the middle of like really trying to be with someone and just try to like be closer to them. But I'm also seeing that like your fear comes from the past. I'm definitely seeing a fear from the past coming. Like there was somebody in the past that did something that was just like, it kind of scares you like moving forward, because I think that that person kind of did something to you, or just made you believe something that just wasn't true. And I think that you try to, you give people like a smile, like a front of happiness, but I think that you got some real shit going on inside of you, and I think that it's hard for you to really be honest with people about that. And I think that when people, kind of get to that point in your life where like they're too close, I think that that's when you kind of sabotage and you try to, get away from them, because I think you're too afraid to like let them know about all of your dirt. But I think that the thing is, sometimes things happen in our life that makes us react a certain way. I think if you could go back in time, you got a lot of shit you would change. But I think that you have to go forward with, this kind of like no regrets attitude. But I think that it still kind of makes you less vulnerable, and it makes it so that when you meet someone, when you find someone, you're not sure if you can trust them, even after they've proved themselves, and it becomes a game where they're trying to prove to you who they are and what they can offer you. But you get into this mode where you can't believe it. You just don't believe that anyone will be with you like 100%, be there for you, no bullshit. And I think that I don't want to say your expectations are too high. I think that you just be testing people sometimes in ways that they would never, play you in that way. They would never do nothing like that. But I think sometimes you create a situation where you let another person kind of, affect your mood to the point where you do something and it sabotages everything. And I think that it's internalized in you more so than anything else. And I think that you just get real cautious around people that you care for because you don't want to ruin it. And I think you think you're going to ruin all these relationships, but I think you have to learn how to trust a little bit more and let people be, vulnerable around you, and vice versa. I think you have to allow people to open up to you, for you to open up to them. And I don't think you really give people that opportunity all the time. So let's say look into that. I am going to pull 4 more cards for relationships, health, happiness, career, and finance. I do see in relationships, I do see that the person that you care for or want to be with, I am seeing that they recently got a bunch of people out of their life. So maybe they're in like a fragile point or something, but I'm definitely seeing that they either had a breakup or they had a bunch of people just leave them. And I am seeing that there is like there is some sadness in self. I'm just seeing that you're not feeling like you're enough for this person, or maybe you're not strong enough emotionally to really be there for them. But I'm definitely seeing that there is like some past pain again that's like really inflicting itself on you, and I think making you feel like you're not, ready for a relationship or not ready for a deep relationship. What did you say?
I said I have no shorties though.
You have wait? Would you say you have no shorties?
Nobody I like. I don't even know anybody. Like,
That's crazy. I'm definitely seeing the 7 of Cups, and I do see it upside down, which shows me that there is somebody coming in your life. Like they're coming for you. And the 7 of Cups shows that that person is like getting people out of their life. They're getting ready to kind of switch their life up and kind of move forward. Yes. Yes.
yes.
Yes. But no, the 6 of Swords has more to do with someone just, being on like this emotional kind of loner hermit kind of situation where, you kind of stew in your own emotions, and I think that it becomes something that you kind of, deal with. And I think that it's hard for you to have a real relationship with someone because it becomes more normal to be alone and to like believe these things than be with someone and try to see them as different than other people that have hurt you in the past. So I think that moving forward, I think that we have to let go of that pain, but we also have to open ourselves up to be hurt again, because unfortunately that is what love is the ability for someone to hurt you. And we don't want to be hurt, obviously, but we do want to have that chance at love. We do want to have that chance where we allow someone to be there for us. So I definitely do see that, that the issue is more so you not believing that, you can find someone that's going to be 100% there for you. But I think that it's hard for you to even fathom being 100% there for somebody else. I think that's the bigger problem. I do see in finances the Fool card facing towards you. So maybe recently you might have like bought something that was, maybe a little bit bigger than, you really wanted to spend money on, or just something that cost like a little bit more than you really wanted to pay. But I think
You are absolutely right.
but I'm seeing that, like, you didn't want to spend that much money. But I think that, what, sometimes when we treat ourselves, it's a little bit better other times than some, so I think that when we treat ourselves, it's a good thing. However, I do see the 4 of Cups in careers. So I'm saying that maybe you're thinking about switching, maybe what you're doing, or trying to figure out, how to make more money. But I'm definitely seeing there's kind of a pause going on, trying to manifest, trying to meditate, trying to figure out, exactly like what the next is going to be for you. And I think that, spending that money makes you feel kind of silly, but I think at the same time, I think you're kind of in the middle, like, of, just figuring everything out. So it just doesn't really feel like you did anything wrong. It just feels like, whatever, having a good time. Didn't really plan for this, but I'm okay. But I definitely do see that like really positive things are coming for you. I think you just have to remember to be optimistic. You just have to remember that like you're very blessed. Really beautiful things do happen to you all the time, and it's kind of like magic sometimes how like things just work out for you. So I think that you just have to remember to keep manifesting on like all the positives in your life, and just remember like how blessed you are, because I think even just reminding yourself like of all the blessings, it just makes you feel good. It just makes you feel euphoric, like yes, this could happen again. So I wouldn't worry about it. I definitely do see like you making the right decision in terms of careers. I don't think you ever really make the wrong decision. I think that you already know like how to do what you need to do to get where you need to be. So I think that you already have the foundation. I think that it's just a matter of you trying to narrow it down, because you have a lot of talent. Yay. So how you feel?
No, that's right. She wanted to know more about love. I love love, but I hate love. But that's really all I wanted to know. But you was on everything. That shit was crazy.
Thank you. I'm gonna pick 6 cards. These are 6 cards in terms of like, the next relationship that you get involved with. Okay, I'm definitely seeing that this is a relationship that's going to take a little bit on your part. It's going to take a little bit for you to really get invested in this person, because I don't think that you truly will see this person as someone that's going to be good for you. I think that you're going to meet them and you're just going to automatically just think that they're just another person just in your life, just living their life alongside yours. You're not really going to claim any like feelings for them right away. But I do see that, over time you figure out that this person is like they're hitting you up like consistently. They want to be around you, and I think that you eventually let them in. But I do see also that they see you in a different way than you see yourself. I think that you can be, a very confident person, but I think that deep down inside sometimes you really second guess yourself. And I think that in a relationship, I think that you really need like that person that's going to tell you like no, like you're perfect, like no, like you're great. So to just like reinstate like what you already truly know. But I think that even on days where you don't really believe it, just to have that person be your cheerleader. And I definitely see that because I have the star card facing towards you. So this is going to be a person that really wants to be faithful to you and wants to just make you feel like you're the number one person in their life. And that's like, I think that's what really draws you in. The fact that they can pay attention to you and focus on detail. I'm also seeing, excuse me, the Knight of Swords, and it's showing me that I think you're kind of always on the fence. I think when it comes down to relationships, I think you'd rather kind of just see all your options, see what's out there before you make any moves. And I think that that's a cautious thing to do. But I think in this situation, I do see that I think you're kind of afraid of commitment with this person at first. I think that this person kind of scares you because I think that you think they'll try to smother you, they'll be all up under you, and that's like the last thing you want. You don't want somebody that's all going to be on top of you and won't let you do what you need to do.
No, that's the last thing I want. That's what Stefan did. Like, I just broke up with my boyfriend like a month ago, and I broke up with him because he was so possessive and always underneath. He's like my left leg, like
yeah.
Because the right leg you need your right leg, your left leg you really need it. So it's just like, damn, like.
I can't deal. You're too funny. No, I do agree. And you know what the thing is? I think that like this relationship is gonna come in a time like where you're like just more stable with yourself. I think right now I think you're enjoying things, but I think that you're also trying to just, really think, critically about what could be your next step. And again, having so many talents means that it's hard to like really pick a lane because you don't like to be stuck. Being stuck is not where you want to be ever.
I'm so sick right now.
Exactly. Wait, what'd you say? You said you feel sick?
Wait, I'm about to text you right now. My bad.
Wait, what did you say?
No, my bad. I'm texting you right now.
Oh, okay.
I'm sorry.
Oh, no, you're fine.
Yes.
No, you're fine. Okay, so I also have the Death card, which is facing towards you, which shows me that this is going to be in a time in your life where you're starting over. The Death card usually means like the end of a cycle. I think that that like what you're doing right now is not going to be forever, but I think that you are enjoying it while it's happening. And I think that like your next step when it starts, I think that you have a whole game plan. And I think you know how to switch modes real quick. Like you can go from like chill and relax into like work mode crazy. And I think that like you're able to have that duality. Or rather your ability to have that duality means that like I feel like you've had like rebirths like before. I think that there have been times where you just started over and you really didn't feel like you, and then you started feeling like you again, and then it changed. So I definitely do see that like you're really good at shedding skin, but also shedding like any kind of situation that's not serving you. I'm also seeing though that you have like a really fun side, and I think that like sometimes you can be perceived as being like childish, but like not really. I think that you just have like a very like a very like childlike sense of wonder. I think that like you really like to just have fun. I think you like to have fun, but I think you also want a partner that can appreciate that and not try to belittle you for like enjoying to just having a good time and just wanting.
Hated all my jokes. He used to hate me like, why are you always sarcastic? Why,
Yeah, and you know what the thing is though.
Myself.
But you know what the thing is? I think you're definitely like you're charming, and I think you have a childlike sense of wonder. But I also think that it comes from sometimes we can use our comedy to kind of like mask shit that goes on in our life that we don't really like. And I think that there are times where like you're dealing with shit and like it's just easy to be fun. And I think that it's so easy for you. I think that you've been able to kind of create this like really, fun kind of front for like when you're not really ready to deal with anything, that like people kind of fall in love with that. And I think that can be kind of frustrating, that people love that part of you, but then when you want to be serious or you want to have that, that mode, I think that it kind of like it throws them because I think you can kind of flip real quick. But I think that at the same time, I think people do admire you for like your ability to do that, to really just code and just, be you and enjoy all facets of your personality and not try to hide one or the other. But I do see that sometimes, comedy is something that just gets you through dealing with some tough shit. Cause like I don't think you like to really share your business, but I think you'll share a laugh with somebody before you'll share all your shit. Cause that'll kind of break the ice. That'll make you feel better. Oh my
I
god.
even here.
Yay, I'm excited. Do you have any questions though? Do you have any more questions?
I mean, nah, because you can't. I don't know. I just want to know if me and my ex are gonna be friends. Are we gonna be friends or no? Do you know that? Can you just tell that how our relationship is gonna be, or if it's gonna be? I don't think it's gonna be anything because I don't like him at all.
You know what I see? I think like he wants to be back together, but I think that he's had too many chances. I have a feeling that he doesn't understand like what a chance is. Like he doesn't get it. I think like he's made some mistakes. But I also think that I think like walking away from this is hard for you. Like I think it's like I don't think you wanted to really do this, and I think that you kind of had to. And it was like nothing you could really do about it because if you didn't walk away, who knows? You know, like I don't think you saw that future, and I don't think you wanted that future. I think the fact that it was unseeable made it like, no, I can't keep doing this with you. But I do have the Six of Wands up, which shows me that like the disagreements between you were like real fucked up, and I just see that like maybe like y'all might have gotten into some crazy fights, but I'm definitely seeing that like he was definitely more aggressive, and like I think that like he had like shit going on in his past, like something like really fucked up happened to him. And I think that that was something he was carrying in life, and I think that in some ways you might have tried to figure what it is or try to heal him, but I don't think that that's where he's at. You know what I mean? He's just not at a place where he could be healed by another person. He really needs to work on himself. So it's like I think being friends with him, I think that that'll hurt you more than anything, honestly, because I don't think he's in a space where he could be your friend right now. He's definitely in a space where he needs to be his own friend. He really does not know, like all the people around him, they don't really know him. I think you know him the best. And I think that that's what's scary is like you really know like some fucked up shit about him, but like you gotta let it burn. I think you getting away again. You getting away was a good thing. I think you know that. I think that's why you treating yourself and feeling good right now because you really know that you dodged a bullet. Like that relationship was going nowhere and it was hurting you. It was holding you down. It was making you not even happy no more. I think you had the extra front like with your happiness with that. So I think you're just trying to heal right now and just get a real sense of happiness and a real sense of freedom. So that's what's exciting. I think there's gonna be a lot of great stuff coming for you, and I think that's why I saw the Seven of Cups. I think that not only a boyfriend had to go. I think there's other people in your life right now that gotta go too. But I think that you're not ready to confront them about the shit that they're doing just yet. But it's gonna come, and I think like you biding yourself, you getting your conversation together, you getting your speech together, because you got some shit to say to some people. And I think that when you finally get all the people out your life that you gotta get out your life, that's when you're gonna be able to move forward. And I think that's why you're just doing you right now, because you got a lot of shit to do. So you're just trying to take it easy before you really just get all your shit together. I feel you. You got some good stuff coming.
I love that.
Yeah.
I have to go. I have to get a Skype. This is crazy.
Exciting. I'm happy. I'm gonna stop the recording now and I'm gonna send it to you.
Thank you.
No, not a problem.